Welcome guys. Welcome to Daily Crypto Trading. Today we're going to do a follow-up TA of Bitcoin. Before we start with the TA of Bitcoin guys, remember I made a new Telegram group. You're all welcome to join, all for free. This is an educational Telegram group. I try to learn what I do to all people, all for free. So far we are growing, slowly growing. It is a new, so there's not many members, but the members who is there is awesome. They're sharing their TA, they are also learning. So guys, yeah, if you have a Telegram, just join our Telegram channel. I will post the link below. So guys, see you in the Telegram group. Besides joining the Telegram group guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. More than 90% of you guys who watch my video daily are not subscribers. It maybe not mean anything to you, but it means the world to me. So guys, if you're watching my videos, just click the subscribe button. If you have been subscribed to my channel and you followed my channel, then you guys knew that we were anticipating these kind of correction. Matter of fact, if you don't believe me and you're new, then go to my channel, watch these videos. There's not two different videos, right? There's not a bullish and bearish. There's only one, and that is the TA I made for you guys. Everything in my channel is visible. I also show some of my live trading. We don't do, if you are new to my channel, we don't do this prediction nonsense. We don't do this hopium thing where people believe they're getting rich tomorrow. We don't do any of this. People who have followed me know this. I do not have any emotion when I do short trading. I earn a lot of money by doing this, what I do. So it's not to be a bear and think Bitcoin is going down forever. I do see in the long term Bitcoin hitting 400,000, to be honest, in the 5 years term. But in the short term, we need to see people get shaken off at the market. My 5 years experience in crypto are telling me that we're going to see more downtrend. I will show you a new TA, what I believe, what will happen next. So far, everything has played out according to a TA. So let's see if we can still do some great TA and see if it plays out, guys. So you guys remember from my previous video, which is this one, I talked about Evergrande right before everything cracked. At the moment, if we're looking at Evergrande chart, right, we see in 3 years they have dropped 93%. That's just insane. That just show the crisis they have in China. All right, the Chinese government are saying they're going to do some kind of bailout, right? But in the short term, that might work. In the long term, it's not healthy. It's more healthy if things go natural, right? So in my opinion, this is not natural. It went 30% up, and because it went 30% up, like look at this. If we just zoom out, just look at it. And now we're zooming in, right? This is what people are excited about. This is what people are happy about. In my experience, this still not looks good, all right? This is a crisis in China which needs to be fixed, otherwise it will globally affect every single traditional market, which will affect crypto. That is why we are looking at the traditional market, really important. So guys, if we look at the Chinse Stock market, we are seeing at the moment it's making a rising wedge, which is never ever good, guys. Since August it's making a daily rising wedge. It did try to break out, but this was a fake out. It was a bull trap, right down again. And then we can do some kind of Fibonacci, as you guys see Fibonacci extension, look at right there and here, and see it is trying to go above, which is called a throwback, right? But it's trying to throwback, but it's hitting a resistance, right? There's a lot of resistance which is ignoring, and this is actually a dangerous area for the stocks market, right? So if it doesn't get over, let me just show you guys. If it doesn't get over this this resistance, it will just keep hitting the resistance and go down instead. And if you guys see the Fibonacci 1.3, you need to hold this, very important area to hold, all right? Otherwise it will affect the traditional market and crypto. So what we do not want to see is does a throwback, but it get rejected and then get rejected. Then we need to see, it's very important, we need to see that this resistance become a support, extremely important, so it can try to go up again. If you look at Hang Seng, which is the Hong Kong stock market index, it is in a downtrend, and because of this Evergrande, it fell even further. If you look at this, it is making a, I made this TA and shared in my group. So this is a bit older TA, but if you look at it, it's made a M formation, which also we call a double top formation. If you guys are seeing right there, and right there. So this is our M formation, right? Oh, this look like a heart, how beautiful. Anyway, this is an M formation and this is the neckline, right? So we measure it by going, measure it right there, all the way down here, and take it right at the neckline. So you guys can see I already done that, and we will reach over here. It didn't get reached here because as soon as the market opened, the Chinese government was saying they were going to bail out Evergrande, right? It is a short-term thinking right now. It's not healthy to do that kind of thing. It's not healthy to print new money and pay the debt. 300 goddamn billion is a lot of money they're going to pay. So this is not healthy. This is not organic at all. Normally when things are in a downtrend, it's actually pretty healthy and it's a bullish signal, right? This is a huge downtrend, so I believe we will still go further down. Means of course the crypto world also will go further down. So guys, keep an eye with this. Let's see what the Chinese government will handle this. Really important because it did actually go break down. Before I made it, it break down. However, there was a bullish divergence unfolding right here, if you guys seeing bullish divergence, and then it did make some kind of throwback, but right here there was a resistance at the neckline, if you guys can see, and it just got rejected. So let's see if when it opens, if it get continue, you know, it's open right here, or it get rejected and just keep continuing to go down. That is actually pretty important to know, guys. So keep an eye on that also. So guys, if we keep continuing to look at the traditional market, we see how they kind of affect each other like a domino effect. Look at the Chinese market, how it's affecting the global market. Just look right there. I did share this TA with my Telegram group. It's a lot easier to share a TA with a screenshot than making videos every day, guys. But anyway, so if we look at the TA, guys, I made a huge rising wedge. I mean, this has just been going to the upside, right? If you look at the down, and then it broke down to the downside because this is very normal. A rising wedge is a bearish pattern. It did try to make a throwback, got rejected, and then in this rising wedge there was a new rising wedge going on. So we did a wave which is called 1, 2, 3, 4 Elliott wave, and I thought in the 5 area, right, it will go down, get rejected, and then we will see some kind of downfall. It didn't. Already in wave 4 we went down right over here. And then I made a Fibonacci extension over the top right here to the down and top right here, right? And we see it broke through the 0.38 and all the way to 1.38 Fibonacci level. It held, and then it's trying to make a throwback, right? It's trying to make a throwback. Now this is very important, guys. This might get into back. If it goes back, let me just show you guys. If this goes back over here, right? That is what we call a throwback. But we need to see when there's still 4 hours left before this closes down, right? So we need to see how this goes. If this, however, get rejected, we will see further downfall. Something else which is unfolding in the Dow is just a fair show, guys, is what we call again double top, which is the M formation, and this is also, and this is only if this goes all the way down around, let me just see, I can't see anything around here, right? That is very bad, because if it does that to the neckline, then we fall even further. I don't believe it will fall right away. It will take time, right? Because this is how it doesn't, nothing falls like that, but it will fall slowly. And if it fall to 20%, then we are in an official bear market, guys. 20% in the traditional market is a bear market. All right, guys, so keep an eye on the Dow also. If we look at the S&P 500 index, this is looking very bearish, guys. I mean, this is looking extremely bearish. All the way last year, this has been going up all the way from March, since we heard about the pandemic, you know, corona pandemic, where there was going to be closed, country closed and so on. People panicked, sold it out, and we had a V recovery right there. But we are in a very big bearish pattern, which is called a rising wedge. If you know, been in my channel, you know this is the thing I'm talking about, a rising wedge. If you guys can see this one, this is a very, very bearish pattern. So we were anticipated in my Telegram group and people who have been subscribing to my channel, this kind of downfall. This have a huge effect on Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin and altcoins all depend on the traditional market. It does. Nothing goes. They're not solo, unfortunately. So they're not independent, right? So if the S&P goes down, you bet your ass Bitcoin will goes down with it. So if we try to zoom in, guys, we see something, right? It did hit this resistance, went down to the support and broke the support and just fell down. Then it was closed, and it was closed in 17, and 3 days later when the market opened after the weekend, it just made this big gap. You see this yellow area, and then it just fell down because of this news of Evergrande, and then Chinese market people panicked, right? So then Chinese government went out and said they will pay the debt and all that. That is just BS. That's not a long-term healthy thing to do, all right, for the traditional market. So people FOMO'd in, the retail investors was, yay, it's over and so on. The chart are telling us something else, guys. If you've been following my channel, you know what I'm talking about, because what we can expect now is, of course, there's a big gap right there, because in 3 days there was nothing, right? So of course the gap will get filled right away because there are no resistance whatsoever. So it's a lot easier to fill this up, and the professional traders know this. They act upon this, and because of what we are seeing at the moment with the S&P and Dow, everything goes up, the crypto market follows it right away, just in front there, just following it step by step, right? We are seeing this clearly. It's just perfectly showing like a domino effect. So guys, what we anticipate now, TA wisely, is what we want to see. We would want to see some kind of, like I said before, a throwback, right? So we want to see, now there's still 4 hours left before this close, candlestick close. We want to see it goes up, and above the 21 daily, right, and right in front, inside this bearish pattern, actually, this trend line, and using this as a support. This is really important, guys, because if it doesn't do this, right, if it doesn't do this, let me just show the scenario. If it doesn't do this and it get rejected either by the 21 daily SMA or the trend line, right, get rejected, then we will see a throwback and it will go fast down again. And the way we can measure it, pretty much, if we, I'm gonna show you guys in a second, we can take the Fibonacci level tool. Let me just show you pretty fast. All right, so we can take the Fibonacci tool, which is called, let me show you how you can see the name instead. So if we talk with not the normal Fibonacci retracement, but trend-based Fibonacci extension. If you take this, right, you take the top all the way to the low, all the way to the top, we can now see where the bottom might be. That actually rhymed also. That was nice. So yeah, so what we expect right now is if it gets rejected either by the 21 SMA or the trend line, we can expect that it should hold the support right here at Fib level 0.382. If it does not hold that, then we'll keep continuing down, right? So we need to see some kind of bullish momentum. If you look at the RSI, yeah, it is down, it is getting oversold. It needs to get around 50 area to be bullish. It is right below it, and the RSI stock, we are seeing everything oversold. That is actually a bullish signal, which means we will see some kind of, the bulls will step in. They know this chart, they will try to step in, right, but we need to get over the top right hand RSI stack, not like this, right? Because if we do something like this, then it will get rejected and go down. So keep an eye on the S&P 500, guys. If we look at the S&P 500 ETF, trust is exactly the same thing. It is trying to go up, and if it got rejected, same outcome, guys. So keep your eyes on these indexes. It is really important to follow the traditional market, because if you do not do that, you blindly follow big YouTubers and just gamble your money away. This is a great tool to use when you trade. You know where the market is. If the traditional market is unstable, bet your ass the crypto also will be unstable. And if the traditional market falls 3%, 5%, the crypto market fall 30%. All right, there's a lot more blood on the street in the crypto market. As for last, guys, remember also to check the dollar currency index. I've been talking about this every time I'm talking about Bitcoin, because if the dollar is doing really well, it's outperforming Bitcoin, which is meaning stronger than Bitcoin, and the value of Bitcoin of course falls. This is very normal. If the dollar underperforms Bitcoin, then the Bitcoin will be strong, of course. So what we are seeing at the moment in the Bitcoin, the fiat money, fiat, we don't like fiat, in the dollar currency index, we are seeing a rising wedge, right? We are again seeing going below, breaking down. It's actually trying to retest it. 1 time failed, 2 times failed, 3 times failing. So yeah, it's still around 7 hours before this candlestick closes. So what we are expecting is actually for down. What I'm doing, I'm destroying everything. We are trying to see some kind of, see, it is getting rejected. Do you guys see it's getting rejected? We are expecting some kind of downfall. And what we can do, I have cheat you this a few seconds ago. We can take the top right here, all the way to the bottom right here, to the top right here. All right, then we can see and measure it where it might hold as a support. At the moment, it is saying 92.8, which is the Fibonacci level 8.382. So guys, look at the fiat money. The reason it went up like this, right? Only reason it went up like this is because when the traditional market, all right, when the traditional market, as you guys can see, is failing, people get scared. All right, I will show you the fear index in the traditional market and crypto. People get really scared, so they convert all the money, all the stocks and so on, commodity, to fiat. That is why we are seeing an increase in currency. So they will convert the stocks to money. And when we are seeing people getting FOMO and so on, as you guys are seeing, everything is green, they will take the fiat money. Now fiat is getting down again to the traditional market, to stocks and so on. This is how the cycle pretty much works, right? This is how emotion works. TA and charts are nothing but human emotion. So this is how you can see it. Now guys, the reason I just show you the traditional market is because Bitcoin is heavily correlated with the traditional finance market. All right, so if shit hit the fans, I bet you ass crypto will get more blood on the street than the financial market. 20% in the financial market is a bear market, 80% in crypto is a bear market. All right, there's a huge difference. Yet again guys, if you've been following my channel, you know we hit every single TA target. We were anticipating this downtrend, we were anticipating this move. I've been telling about this a month ago, and every single of my video I said, be careful, Bitcoin is not looking healthy, this is not looking good. You can check it out yourself. But anyway guys, let's look what is in the move for Bitcoin now, right? That is the most important to do. So let's do the TA of Bitcoin now. So guys, if we are looking at the forward chart for Bitcoin price, right, we are seeing Bitcoin being in a support area, right? However, if we take the red line right over here, there's a big resistance. Bitcoin needs to go over that line. Let me just show you guys in a second. So Bitcoin at the moment is in this area, right? So it might go sideways, but what we want to see Bitcoin is the bulls need to step in right now, because the volume is falling, guys. As you see, the volume is falling. We need to see some kind of bull step in. Person with a big money, just if you have any big wallet, just put all your money in this. I'm just kidding. We need to see the bull step in, right? Give us more volume, and when the volume increase, we will see some kind of like this, hitting a new resistance, which is around 45,000, guys. As you see, there's a small resistance right there. So we will need a big volume just, you know, at once to go over this. So what we see Bitcoin getting here, rejected, but holding this as a new support, holding 44,000 as a new support, 44 to 43,000 will be new support. That is what we want to see in the short term, right? So after that, we need to see Bitcoin go over this and then using this as a support. What I'm seeing also is a huge resistance over here. We will need a lot of volume to go over this resistance. Let me just show you guys. So right there, that is a lot of volatility right there. If we want to go over this area, right, 46, 47,000, we will need a lot of volume, guys. Also, the volume, again, you guys are seeing yourself, it is decreasing. I mean, in the forward chart, it is decreasing. We need a lot more volume than this, all right? If we look in the RSI, it's just below the 50 area. If you follow my channel, you know 50 area in the RSI is important. So if you do like a trend line right over here, you guys are seeing, again, let me show you, every time the RSI goes up, it gets rejected, goes up, get rejected. All the way here, it was oversold. In my TA group, I said it will bounce back when things are oversold. Always bet your ass it will always bounce back, and it did. In this downtrend, it did bounce back, right? It broke out for the downtrend and bounced back to the upside. So yeah, it is getting again rejected. What we want to see is go above this. All right, we want our side to go above this trend line, holding as support and keep continuing going up, because then we will see some volume increasing again. A lot of TA guys are watching this. So yeah, we will see more volume increasing. That is what we want. Volume is important. More volume means more price action. It means it will get up, but we need a lot of volume in the forward chart if we want to break this resistance. The worst resistance, or not the worst, the hardest resistance will definitely be in the short term, 46 to 47,000 guys. In the Chinse stock, we are seeing it is oversold at the moment. I'm sorry, overbought. Can't talk today. Is overbought. That is not good, which means it needs to cool down a bit and go over sold area and then goes back up, right? So what we want to see Bitcoin right now is holding the support at 42,000, 43,000 and go above this. This is really important. Now, worst case scenario, if Bitcoin doesn't do any of this, oh, there we go. If Bitcoin doesn't do any of this, right, and it just goes to the red line, as you guys can see, this is where the 4-hour candle closed, which also hit a lot of other candlestick, right? This is what we call a resistance area right now. If it doesn't go above this resistance, let me just zoom in. This is really important to know, guys. All right, if it doesn't go, wow, all these kind of drawings, right? There we go. So guys, if the candlestick, there's how much is still 4 hours left, right? If it doesn't go over this, if this gets rejected just right there, yeah, the back to air then we will see something like this, because it is getting overbought area, and when things are overbought, you need to cool down. So we need something like this to cool down. Then we need to see the SMA be used in some kind of support. This is really important, right? So if it gets rejected, we need the SMA to be used as a new support. So guys, this is important, right? We are seeing 42,000 and 42,000. We are seeing some kind of support. So it need to hold this. If it doesn't hold this, right, also get rejected at the 42,000, then there's not a lot of support. All right, so we meet 40,000 right here. So if this breaks, right, I'll show you guys. So if this breaks, there's a support area. Temple support, this is a support area. There we go. So if this breaks and the 21 breaks, then we need to have this 42,000 as a support. If we do not have this, yeah, we will go to the next fib level, which is 0.382, which is 40,000. Then we need to hold this worst case scenario, guys. But we need volume in the forward chart to go above this. All right. What we want to see, to be honest, if it goes sideways in a while like this, in this area, in $44,000 to $42,000, that could be awesome for the altcoins, because that means the altcoins have a chance to shine. That is when we want to enter a trade when Bitcoin is going sideways, because then the dominance, which I will show you, the Bitcoin dominance, just let me show you. There we go. That means the Bitcoin dominance will fall. There we go. Yeah, that means the Bitcoin dominance at the moment is in the falling wedge. That's not good. That means the Bitcoin dominance will fall, and when the Bitcoin dominance fall, that will mean the altcoin will shine. It is actually looking like making some kind of, do you guys see a double top right here getting rejected at the SMA? So it is looking like a M formation. Actually, let's look like a perfect M formation, which means it might fall to this area. That is actually pretty good. If it does fall at this area, that means some of the altcoins will actually shine, but it's really depend on the traditional market. If everything falls, yeah, it will just fall. So yeah, guys, keep an eye on that. However, guys, if we zoom out of the Bitcoin price to daily, we are seeing something else. We are seeing that Bitcoin is in a falling wedge. And remember, guys, when things is in a falling wedge, let me just show you where's the falling wedge right here. That is a bullish signal. All right, so it is in a bullish falling wedge, which is a bullish signal. Then we can do something like an ABC correction actually. So an ABC correction look like this, right? Let me just show you. So this is what our ABC correction look like. All right, ABC. All right, so it is looking bullish in the 1-day channel. However, the only thing I'm kind of cautious about, guys, is this. Let me just show you again. Volume is decreasing. I do not like that. Either it's decreasing or just standing still, right? Which means it might not go over here. It might just stand right over here and just fall down. That wouldn't be good either, because you want to see some kind of Elliott wave, the diagonal form, right? In a triangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then break out to the upside. This is what we see. However, if it does break out, right? Let's just say if this TS holds, probability wise is actually pretty high. The only thing which is dragging the probability down is the volume. That is really important. However, if it does go to the upside, then down, right, and to the upside again, and then break out to the upside, there will be resistance right there. I mean, look at this big resistance. That's just huge resistance right over here. That is one big resistance. We will need a lot of volume, guys. Volume. This is extremely important, guys. I mean, it's so important to know about this. We will need a huge amount of volume if you want to see some upside. But however, in the daily, this is looking good. I do like this kind of things. I will personally, if Bitcoin goes here, breaks out, retest it, right? Important to retest it. I will buy long myself. There are no doubt about that, because usually there's a high probability we will see some more movement to the upside. This is the daily. Remember that, guys. As for the RSI, not looking that good. If we take trend line, is still using this. If you take a trend line right at the side all the way over here, it is going down below the 50 area, which is not good. Remember, we want to have it over 50 area. That is bullish momentum. It is barely hanging on, then it is getting rejected by the same trend line. Then it goes down, then it's going to try to retest it. If it gets rejected, yeah, then we will see a downfall again. We do not want to see that. We want it to see a movement to the upside, go above this 50 area, so the chance is a lot higher it hit this E area. We want to see that instead. That means a lot higher chance for our upside movement, guys. So keep an eye on that. Also, we are seeing a bullish divergence unfolding at the 1-day channel at the Chinse Stock, guys. So again, this is a bullish signal. So in probability wise, this is have a good chance of doing, but we need to see how things unfold, because right now we are heavily correlated with the traditional market. So we need to see how the traditional market, which I guys showed you, will affect the crypto world, guys. So be very cautious, guys. If we zoom out to daily again, guys, I made this TA and shared with my Telegram group. Before it even happened, I said clearly in my Telegram group, if you join my Telegram group, ask the people in it, I said we are seeing a left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. I mean a head or shoulder formation. This is a bearish formation, and the measure most likely will be over 36,000 to be honest, but we will have a support around this area. And just look what happened. It went all the way down to 39,000 as expected, as anticipated, right? And then as anticipated, the support held it, so it did a throwback. However, at the neckline right here, it is getting rejected at the neckline itself, guys. So this is kind of amazing. This is the magic of TA. This is a one-on-one TA, which is showing us what we can expect from the price of Bitcoin. Now something else I'm looking at, guys. Probability wise, I never do that because it's way too long in the future, but I'm gonna do it anyway for fun, guys. What we could do for fun is to zoom out for the weekly and see how the charts are looking, right? This is looking like a classic falling wedge with again a bullish signal, right? And we are seeing a wave theory, which is the diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're looking for a breakout, right? So if this plays out, there's not a high probability, by the way, because I do not do weekly or yearly TA. I only do short term or a bit longer term because there's more information to get, but long TA I never do that. But just for fun again, if this plays out, that will be amazing. That means next year we will again be bullish. Not that we can't earn money while it's falling, but it will never fall like this, right? It will go up, then fall, go up, then fall in a downtrend like that. That also means I am expecting more downfall if and only if this TA hold. And remember, there's not a high probability. If you look at the volume in the weekly, yeah, volume is falling again. very bad, guys. Remember, falling volume means it falls, falls, falls. Then there'll be a high increase of sell volumes, just like that. Whoop. All right. Remember, market are moved by emotion, and the institutions which have 90% of the money inflow in crypto knows about it. So what they will do is they will try to FOMO people in, you know, buy, do all kind of things. Everything is green, and people who have never traded before, have no idea what's going on with the thing. All right, is the time to buy Bitcoin now? Which is of course the wrong time, because everything is high. Look, the institutions are not dumb. That is why we call it a smart money. All right, so people will pretty much just FOMO in, and then boom, then again falling volume, and then a big spike of sales volume, right? So also if you look at the RSI stock, sorry, the RSI, normal RSI, it is above the 50 area, but it's getting smaller and smaller. And look, it is hitting the resistance, the trend, hitting the resistance, goes down, trying to hit the resistance and goes down. Look, this is perfectly playing out as it should, right? In the TA 101. So what we can expect, if we still see falling volume, there will be some kind of huge spike of sales volume, right? Bang, like that, and then we see more of a downfall. It doesn't like go down, straight down. That will be stupid of the institution. Of course, they will not do that. It will be more like, you know, go up and down and up and down, and slowly goes down. So it hit some kind of support area, which I believe will be around 26,000, something like that, before we see a new upside, if this TA holds, right? And so far, TA wisely, it is holding, guys. And if you look at the RSI stock, guys, I can't draft, simply can't draft today. It is at the overbought area, which means it needs to cool down. Remember, this is the weekly chart, guys. That's this takes time, right? So yeah, it is overbought, which means we will see more downfall. Not straight again. We said up and down, and these smooth swing high, right? Those are the areas where we will insert, trade and sell and buy and so on, so we can earn money and accumulate more wealth to get this financial freedom. I earn a lot of money by doing this, and I will show you everything I know, guys, all free. So yeah, guys, this again, keep an eye on this weekly. The probability is not that high, to be honest, because again, we can never anticipate in this long future. I do, however, this is just a guess, but because I'm very bullish in the long term, I do believe we will get to 400,000 in a 3 to 5 years term with Bitcoin. But again, this is only speculations, no TA, nothing. I'm very extreme bullish on crypto. I've been this in 5 years. I'll still be bullish to someone prove me otherwise. But anyways, if you just look at the last thing, if Bitcoin breaks out, we can see 65,000. All right, but that will be most likely next year, start of next year, if this breaks out, either by December or by next year, right? But if it is 65,000, that is also where I'm bullish again, a lot more bullish than I am now, right? So if it goes the right way, we can even see a price of 83,000 next year. All right, guys. So anyway, keep an eye on this pattern, because it is making a beautiful and a perfect falling wedge with a perfect idiot wave theory, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just keep an eye on this, guy. Also, guys, if you look fast at the crypto total market without Bitcoin, this is the liquidity we are seeing. It broke down from this uptrend. Now it's breaking down, but it's making this beautiful falling wedge, which is bullish, right? So if we take the measure from here to here, right, we can anticipate probability wise that we will, if we see some kind of breakout like this, you know, goes like this, I believe, and then like this, retest, and then we can see some kind of upside. That means more money into altcoins, guys. This is where I want to enter trades when I see this happen, when I see this, right? That means more money is coming into the market. This is what we want for the altcoins if we are trading altcoins, because we know altcoins at the moment is outperforming Bitcoin. And last things, guys, I'm gonna show you some tools. If you have been subscribing and following my channel and Telegram, you know I have been talking about this. But these tools I'm going to show you will help you build your financial freedom, guys. It will help you to earn a lot of money. Warren Buffett once said, be fearful when people are greedy. Be greedy when people are fearful. Now, what did he mean by that? What he is saying is, when everything is red, when everyone is running, either in the stock or crypto, that is the time to buy. All right, that is the time to buy because that is the way it's cheap. But when everyone is extreme greedy, you know, the same people you are seeing every day saying this altcoin is going to 1 million, you know the type, guys. The same type who will report you in any group, you know, because you are questioning their altcoins. You are questioning the crypto world, right? You are saying maybe it's overvalued, maybe it's going too fast. The same people saying no, we are seeing $1,000, even though it's 100 at the moment, is already really high. Every emotion, every logic is just gone. The only emotion they are seeing at the moment is the inferior state, my friends. When you see that, you know it's time to sell, because then you know that is the highest risk whatsoever. So when you see these type of people in the same Facebook groups, YouTube channels, and the big YouTubers saying all this kind of nonsense, then you know we are in inferior state. And when we are in inferior state, what do? We know, let me just show you last thing, guys. Let me just find a clean one. When we are in this, oh, that's let me just show you pretty fast because this is actually pretty good. When we are in this, right? I have been showing, oh my god, this is so ugly, like this, right? When we are in this state, as you guys can see, this is where there's overbought, all right, and this is where it's oversold. I have been telling this, you guys, I have been saying this. When we are in this area, this overbought area, this is the time to sell. You're seeing the same people saying everything is going up. They're reporting you. If you just have one berry sentinel, you will get blocked, banned in any group if you say anything like that, right? And these things happen. I will sell. Pretty much. And when everyone runs away, you call crypto a scam and this altcoin was a scam and so on, you know the type. That is the time to buy. That is when is oversold area, right? There's blood on the street, there's panic, it's capitulation. There's the highest potential of earnings. I have been explaining this in one of a video where I showed how I earned $2,000 in 2 months and turned it to 40,000, and I showed also the profit, guys. I've been explaining this for you guys. Anyway, my point is, use these kind of indication. You will feel and know when the time is to buy and when the time is to sell, guys. Anyway, guys, if you like my content, please subscribe, like the video, comment anything you like, and remember to join our Telegram group. Thank you for watching and good luck trading, guys. See you in the Telegram group.